Here's today's In Touch devotion.
Today's scripture reading begins in verse 1 of Joshua chapter 6. Now Jericho was tightly shut because of the sons of Israel. No one went out and no one came in. The Lord said to Joshua, "See, I have given Jericho into your hand, with its king and the valiant warriors. You shall march around the city, all the men of war circling the city once. You shall do so for 6 days. Also, 7 priests shall carry 7 trumpets of ram's horns before the ark. Then, on the 7th day, you shall march around the city 7 times, and the priests shall blow the trumpets. It shall be that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city will fall down flat, and the people will go up, every man straight ahead."
We'll face many types of hindrances throughout life, such as a difficult boss, contrary family members, or financial trouble. But remember, nothing can touch those of us who are believers without God's consent. Consider how unlikely a victory seemed for Joshua's army. Not only was there a great wall protecting Jericho, but God had also issued strange instructions to march around it. Yet the Lord had promised the Israelites the land, and Joshua believed him. He wasn't fazed by what seemed unconquerable. Instead, he acknowledged God's power and complied. Even before that, God had already been at work, preparing the city for destruction by instilling fear into the kings of that region. It may have been an unlikely battle plan, but because Joshua obeyed, God's people triumphed. It's tempting to wonder if God will help us when we face hindrances. But as was true with Joshua, God has gone before us and is preparing the way. No matter how He chooses to handle a problem, His solution is ultimately always in our best interest. Whenever you face an obstacle, you may experience great heartache. But even in the midst of pain, you can have full confidence in God. So the most important part of each day is the time you spend alone with the Lord. He'll encourage you with His love and guidance.